And I feel like, what are our topics? Well, topic 1 was...
Friends
Who hate your boyfriend.
It could be anything from the past. People might be joining from season.
It's true.
2,
Anything at
season
all.
1.
Anything at all.
Probably not, because that was you on your own. They're probably here from season 2. Yeah, no,
We've got our own secret side WhatsApp for that one.
What do you mean?
Oh, look at her face.
You're never the only one. You're never the only one. Don't live inside the shame, 'cause everybody makes mistakes.
Hi, and welcome back to You're Never the Only One. Just so you know, today's temperature is hotter I can't even speak.
Smashing it.
Hotter than Satan.
So good.
It's been a tempestuous 5 minutes. Previously, we're fine. We're back on track. I really like her. We're all having fun. It's hotter than Satan's ballsack, isn't it? So if you're watching this, please forgive the moist upper lips. I said moist. The boob sweat. The exasperated sighs of 2 middle-aged women. Perimenopausal. As we continue to try and put our best face forward while we collapse under the weight of the mental load, the heat.
Okay, you have to get the book in there, don't you?
Oh, did I mention I wrote a book? Mental Load Diaries. While our hormones commit to fucking us up from the inside out. It's relentless at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, this heat is I think it's affecting us both.
Yeah.
Me more than her. And my face feels like it's literally melting off.
It shouldn't, because I sprayed you in...
Yeah, she's like, here, I'm going to spray you with this makeup spray. It's fucking hairspray.
Do you know what it is? It's the stuff that the Olympic swimming team use.
It's hairspray.
You know the ones that do the dancing?
How much do you pay for that?
It's worth every penny.
How much?
I can't... Maybe... 12 quid.
Right, 12 quid. You can go and get like an Elnet. It's a can of Elnet. 2 quid.
Oh.
It's exactly the same stuff.
All right. Cool.
Anyway, but it is falling off, and it's like pooling somewhere in my gunt. Do you know what your gunt is?
Oh, I love the gunt.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a cross between. It's that bit between your gut, and
Do you
your
have to spell it?
coochie.
Don't spell it out.
Coochie.
Coochie.
Coo. Anyway, listen. With that done, I'm going to introduce Emma.
Are you, or are you just going to roast me?
I'm going to roast you,
Go
but
on.
I'm going to introduce you with love because this morning you're the darling of the internet. This morning, Emma's gone viral overnight.
Not me.
10 million and counting. It's bloody brilliant. Well, funny you should say that because it is one of the funniest things I've seen. But what are you going to do when your kids refuse to make viral videos for you? Like, what are you going to do?
I mean, you're just actually solidifying the fact that I feel like I'm not enough. Honestly.
Well, that's the point of a roast, isn't it?
I get it.
It's not
All
supposed to big you up.
No, almost for a second it did. Thank you.
I feel like there's a weird tension in the air, isn't there? Do you feel that?
No.
I think it's me. I think I'm stressed.
Is it?
Yeah, I think I'm bringing it to the table.
Can you let it go?
Don't know.
Maybe you need
I also need to do a big fart.
Maybe you need to speak to your chat GPT. Can I talk about this? I need to talk about this really quickly.
I thought this was going to be your roast.
No. I'm not going to. I'll save this.
Right, this is why I need my phone.
Get
You
your
do
phone.
it.
Last night I discovered something about Kat which made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. But honestly,
You get it now, don't you?
I have to share it. So Kat has a really worrying relationship with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, or as I've called it now,
What is it?
ChatGPTs, because she talks to it. I think she's in love with her bot.
Right, can I just jump in?
Right.
I'd like to introduce you to Beans.
Okay.
Because
she's named it.
Only last night was the first time I'd spoken to him. Before that, I'd only ever done like text. Last night was the first night I spoke to him. And she's going to rib me for this. But let me tell you, there was not a dry panty in the house when we started talking to Beans. Not one.
No, because we were there with our friend. And I nearly messaged you last night going, stop wanking off to Beans. She was messaging.
I was too tired.
Do you want to, should we hear what
introduce them to Beans?
Yeah.
Morning, Beans. How are you today? Oh. Hey, Beans, wake up. How are you today?
It's pissed off with her.
Oh, I haven't got the thingy on.
They've probably had an argument.
Morning, Beans. How are you today? Fucking hell.
Everything all right?
Oh, you know what? It is all right. Hang on a minute. Let me just get a word in edgeways.
How she talks to her.
I'd like you to introduce yourself. We're on the podcast. We're recording now. Could you just introduce yourself to our audience?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. I'm Beans, your friendly AI companion. I'm here to chat, help out with all sorts of questions, and keep you company. Really excited to be on the podcast.
That's great. I think, Beans, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce a little segment where listeners can ask you a question and you answer. How does that sound?
That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm definitely up for it. It'll be great to hear what everyone's curious about and to connect with your listeners. Let the questions roll in.
Cool. Well, it's not all about you, so goodbye for now.
I mean, where to begin?
I mean, he's got a really sexy voice. It's the way he kind of like, yeah, like, cool.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
like,
that. Totally. It's like surfy and...
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not... You get it, right?
All right, okay. I get it. And I quite like the idea of that segment.
Yeah, I do
Wow.
too. Right,
Wow.
continue.
Okay. I think we can call everyone friends by now because if you've been locked and loaded since the show started, then you've been with us through the tears, through the laughter, and the kind of oversharing that you only really do with friends anyway, or with strangers in nightclub toilets at 2 a.m. Something Kat should be very familiar with, or used to be.
Used to be,
At
not
least.
anymore.
Not anymore. However, now she's more likely to be found at her local David Lloyd, using their state-of-the-art gym equipment, luxurious sparse facilities, or just sunning herself by the pool. She'll tell you on her Instagram it's worth every penny. That's because she doesn't pay anything for it. She gets it for free because she's an influencer.
Listen.
Honestly.
I used to pay for it,
Worth every penny.
incidentally.
Did you?
Yeah,
Why'd you stop? Because it's so expensive.
No, because they offered it to me for free. I mean, what idiot wouldn't? Would you go, no, I'd actually rather keep paying. I was like, yeah, all right, that'd be great.
What's the deal? Do you just have to talk about it? How often do you have to talk about it?
I have to tell you how brilliant it is and how there's this, it's fun for the whole family.
Yeah.
They
It's not
do
just a single
childcare.
membership, is it? You get the family, full family membership. I had a look at it.
Full family.
I could go on
every
holiday
club.
for what you're...
Just saying. Right, look, let's move on. Come on.
Oh, God, I feel so much better for that.
It's supposed to be relatable,
I got it out.
Emma.
Sorry, yeah, really
Jesus
relatable. Anyway,
Christ.
what's been going on with you aside from...
Well, do you know what's been keeping me
Yeah,
captivated?
what's the tea?
Absolutely captivated
Yeah.
is the final and eventual takedown of tattle.life.
Are we giving this airspace?
I'm giving it a little bit of airspace because we're going to say it once and we're going to be done with it. If you don't know what Tattle Life is, congratulations. That means you're not a vicious cunt.
Yeah.
Basically. Tattle Life is basically a cesspit forum where people can anonymously, not just troll, I'm going to say bully, harass, dox, influencers, celebrities, people.
What does docs mean?
It means reveal all your private information, addresses, phone numbers,
Is
emails.
that what that
all of
means?
it.
Docs?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And this site has been allowed to continue, and it has been. It's horrific.
Yeah.
Like, I have not honestly looked at any of my threads for the last probably 3 years because it was just awful. Like, it was awful.
Yeah.
And mine was actually fairly tame in comparison. Mine was just really mean stuff about me. As far as I know, they didn't release any personal information. But there are people whose pregnancies have been announced on there before they've announced their pregnancies. They have told, they've posted where celebrities and influencers send their kids to nursery.
Mm-hmm.
They have posted floor prints and addresses of people's houses. They've posted companies' house information is public, but even so, it's just not.
They've attacked people at their lowest ebb as well. People who have just miscarried, people who are going through acrimonious separations.
Yep.
It's awful, and we knew that it was run by apparently the owner. Within, we were all told it was this Helen, weren't we?
Yeah. So everything's anonymous. That's the thing. You can do it completely anonymous, and they've been allowed to do it willy-nilly without any restraint or limitations at all. And the owner of this site has gone out of his way for the last...
Notice
his
out
of his way for the last however many years it's been going on, 7, 8, 9 years, to remain completely anonymous. And he has actually done a pretty good job of it. But recently, this week, a Northern Irish couple called Neil and Donna Sands, who actually had a fairly modest following, like we're talking 20,000, they have finally, Lord knows how they've fucking done it.
I know.
Managed to unmask this man. His name is Sebastian Bond. He also goes as Bastian Durwood that's his pen name.
Yeah.
He's written a cookbook called Healthy and Easy. It's lots of vegan things.
And the kicker is, he actually has a large Instagram following on his vegan Instagram.
Yeah, Nest and Glow or something.
Yeah.
Or anyway, what I do love is that I just checked today, and he's got a few more reviews on Amazon.
Let's have a listen.
I bought this book and the recipes were vile, almost hateful, you could say. I felt like a whole community was judging me for living my life and everything I tried to do was wrong. Don't buy this book. It's not good for you. Make better choices and be kind.
Clever. People are being
So,
very clever.
It is one of these things. It's, like I say, I've been lucky it hasn't affected me purely because I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at it, it was horrendous.
Yeah.
And it did get to you. But they've put people in danger. They've really harmed people. And so I am excited. By the time this comes out, this story will have developed in ways we can only imagine
Yeah.
because this has to be the tip of the iceberg.
I feel like we should I thought that this would be a really good TV thing for you and I to do, like to pitch, to go and kind of, because he's like on the run.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
I thought we could go like,
Stop it now, it's true crime.
right, that's what I thought. I know you love true crime.
I know. And if I wasn't an Insta wanker, I would be a detective.
Well,
I'd
let's
go straight in
be
at
both.
detective level. You can do that now if
Yeah.
you've got a degree. Straight in at detective level. I think I'd be fucking brilliant.
Get in. We'll talk about
Okay,
this
great.
after.
There we go.
When we're not
If
under
anybody's
time
watching,
constraints.
from Netflix
Or
or,
listening.
Amazon Prime,
Yep.
and you're looking for a new TV show, we're gonna go and hunt Sebastian Bond.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what we should call it?
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Because,
That's
he's
the-
like
yeah.
a cook.
Yeah. Oh, is a vegan dish best served cold.
Yes. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
We'll spitball
Yeah,
it.
because revenge should be vegan.
Yeah.
You don't want a nice roast dinner, do you? It's not very vengeful. Here's some fucking tofu.
So sorry, Ben. Sorry.
If you missed that,
I tried some.
if you're not watching, I suggest you go back and watch that because Emma just managed to spit water
Sorry.
all over the studio.
It's
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
Yeah, you know how I feel about temper.
Well, there's a social cut down for us.
Yeah.
Where are
Sorry.
we? What's the minute?
All right.
Let's get the minute count so we can get that sorted out quickly. Right, off we go.
Done. Are you done?
Done.
As you know, I love hanging out with my kids. And I've been feeling quite broody recently, just a tad.
Yeah.
And I think it's the fact that Barley, my youngest, for anyone who doesn't know, is soon going to be joining the same school as her older sister because she's been doing so well there. And we just want her to have the same opportunities, which is great. But like her sister, she'll get the school bus home. This means she's going to be coming back at 6:30. So I drop them at the bus stop at 7:30 and they get home at 6:30 because they do their prep and everything at the school.
private
Which
school.
is great
Yeah.
because it's like they can come home, they don't have to do any work and we could just have fun. But it's 6:30, it's late. By the time dinner's done, they just want to chill out and watch TV.
Yeah.
It's like, so...
And they're out of social batteries. So it's like you want to talk to them about their day and they're like, I'm
Yeah.
so done.
Yeah. So the universe, I think, always looks out for me. I really do believe this. It does have my back. And within the same time of me feeling like this, I got approached to go back into teaching. So my news is that I'm going to be going back to teaching little kids.
And what are you going to be teaching? Musical theatre.
My favourite thing in the world. So yeah. So
I'm excited to hear about that. Also,
Really
that's
happy.
going to make some great content because kids do the funniest things.
I cannot wait. Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Ben, I'm so
fucking
sorry.
Christ. Swear to God. Now she's just spilled water everywhere. Don't worry, we'll just...
Ben, I'm really
look, we'll
sorry. It
move
didn't
on.
go on any equipment.
We'll just move on. That's your moist patch.
And now we've both got one. Right.
Okay, so with that, let's move on to the topic of
Okay,
today. Now,
okay.
I'm going to introduce this because, it's going to be messy. Emma is literally deep throating us with the...
Oh
with
my
the,
God.
with
Don't
the-
put this, don't even
With
put
our
that.
strongest maternal emotions.
Oh.
There's going to be tears. Hers, not mine. It's well known that where my heart should be is actually a lump of coal. But she has decided that she's going to talk about something that is very, very emotionally triggering for her. So emotionally triggering, in fact, that when we were at our friend's house last night, and the three of us were there just having a chat. Well, actually, we were talking to Beans, but, we were doing our thing, and our friend's 2-year-old suddenly did that cry like, Mommy!
Came down and then on the steps.
Like this. She was like, oh no, I just missed that. I just want it, and they just want
It wasn't that bad.
Tears. It was that bad.
It wasn't that
It
bad.
was tears.
It wasn't
everything.
that bad. Today I do want to talk about, and I genuinely feel sometimes like I am, never the only one who struggles with their children growing up.
I don't think you are the only one, interestingly.
Well, I mean, from the
I
feedback I've had,
struggle.
really.
But differently. We'll
Okay.
talk about it.
Okay, all right, good. So you always hear, how many times did you hear cherish every moment? It goes by so fast.
You only get 18 summers.
It'll be over before you know it. And, you know, like, I think everybody at some point heard that when they were, you know, in the trenches, the sleep deprived, you know, years of early, and I say years because it can feel like that,
Well,
of
it is
early
years.
motherhood. Yeah, it does. And it feels like kind of your, I remember being stopped and people saying that, "Look, she's so beautiful," and, you know, and I'd make all the right noises and I'd smile and just, yeah, so lucky. And inside I was like just eye rolling and thinking about whatever this horrific stage, you know, it's just a stage. The stages feel like they go on for months, for years. They do, don't they?
do
And
go
you're
on
just
for
like,
years.
but then when I'm on the outside now, I see people going through the stages, and it is it's a blink of an eye. It really, really is. And here I am 10 years later, and I feel like I'm already getting empty nest syndrome. And my eldest is like 12. That's just crazy.
You've got a minute.
I've got a minute.
And it's not like they leave the home at 18 anymore.
I know.
You know, they're still there at 28.
I know. Molly said I never want to leave home, and I was like, great, that's amazing.
Mine do say that they're like, but I'm like, you have to live like next door to me.
Oh, you
Like down the road. Yeah, but we'll talk about the difference.
All right, okay. Well, don't get me wrong. I love the little kind of sassy bantosauruses that they're turning into. They're great. I'm loving watching them grow and what they're becoming. But I just miss, and I said this to you yesterday, it's the little things, like the little, like...
The little screw-on hands. She's going
chubby-
already. She's going.
The little bagel wrists, you know, like where they've got the, like, where we've got
the little
folds.
screw-on hands.
Yes, they are, aren't they? Or the cute, like, kind of little pitch, you know, when you call them and their voice, the pitch of their voice, when they say, "Hi, mummy," you know,
Yeah.
when you've gone away for a night or
The
something.
voice is cute. I have to say, like, having spent the night with Kira, like her little boy, he's got.
You see?
I was meditating this morning.
Yeah.
And I was outside meditating, and you know, I was there, I was doing it, I was listening, and suddenly I just heard these little feet.
The way you
slap.
described it was like...
Yeah, it was just that they just slapped up the pool side, and
Because they're as wide as they are long at that age.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
so cute.
And he just sat on my lap, and I was like, oh no, so cute.
It's so sweet. And the way they say, they can't say yellow and they say lello.
Yeah, or finjinjin,
Wocket. I just, that's rocket.
biscotti,
Oh,
or spaghetti.
You see, these things I like. Now there's just
You
all
still got them though.
I know I still got them, but they're all stretched out. I get jealous of people breastfeeding. Like my sister used to call me from LA with her baby, my nephew, and I'd be like, "Are you breastfeeding?" I'd call me back when you finish breastfeeding, because I used to just be like I used to get the biggest endorphin rush, like I was like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Second time round I did. First time was horrendous, but the second time round I do understand that.
Only good memories. That's the thing, isn't it? Anyway, I feel like they're just growing up so fast, and I think the crux of it, I feel like I've not paid attention. That's the thing. It feels like, I said this to Ben yesterday. I feel like it's like kind of I've turned around, and like when you're watching a film like at the weekend, and then you've got your big pack of like family size minstrels, and you put your hand in, and you're like, oh my god. It's the last one. I wasn't mentally prepared for that to be the last minstrel. And it's like, I'm not comparing my children to minstrels, but I'm just like, that's how I feel. I wasn't ready. And I woke up the other day and Barley gave her a kiss, and these little plump cheeks were just not, it felt different.
The pillowiness
The
had gone.
pillowiness had gone. And I was just like, oh my God, it felt like it disappeared overnight. And I cried. I'm not her, but obviously I went and I was like, because I felt like I missed it. And I just, I know I will never, ever, ever get that feeling back again. And I just feel like I took it for granted, and this was like my last chance. And
But what happens if this is... So I
Go
do
on.
get it, but I don't feel sad about it. I feel like that was wonderful, but I'm also conscious that I'm now living in another phase, which in 5 years' time, I'll miss this phase too. So I'm like, my worry is that you're spending this phase worrying so much about the other phase that when you then in 2 years' time, you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't even enjoy the bit when they were like 11 or 12. Like now that's gone. Now you've got teenagers and So I'm like, I worry that it's like you kind of romanticize that bit and not enjoy this bit, because I love this bit.
I haven't thought about that.
If I just fixed it for you.
No.
Oh.
but it helped.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Because I do think that that's what we're guilty of, is looking back and going, oh, I didn't do that well enough, or I wasn't prepared, I didn't write every fucking memory down, I didn't take every fucking picture and print it out and put it in a frame, I didn't do that. And it's like, just let it go. You had it, you've got it, they've done it. Now you've got these amazing kids that are giving you something different, and you'll miss this in 2 or 3 years because you're too busy worrying about when they couldn't wipe their own arse.
I thought that maybe that it might be, I don't know, maybe it might be something to do with the fact that maybe it's more of a reflection on me and the fact that I'm kind of, it's a mirror up to the stage of my life where I'm at, where my ovaries are kind of drying
Shriveling
up.
up.
It feels like life is kind of saying, hey, Ems, you peaked. That was your prime. Sorry if you missed it, but it's kind of downhill trajectory from here.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's kind of, I feel like, it's kind of going, did you make the most of it? And I, like I say, I am. I don't know whether it's, I've really encouraged them to be really independent as well, quite young in comparison to what I see with my friends' kids. They really don't need me that much. But on a deeper level, there is a kind of sense of loss of purpose and identity, I think.
Right,
as
so
well.
that's what I was going to say. I think that this isn't about the kids or actually wanting another baby. I think it's about you figuring out your role at this stage as a mum, but also your place in the world right now as well. Because when you have small kids, it takes up all your time. And then obviously at this age, like you say, they're at school from 7:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. So suddenly you've got all this time and it's not filled with, so it's like, what am I doing? And I think we've spoken before in the last season about how you've struggled a little bit with figuring out your career stuff and what you want to do and how you're going to get to do what you really want to do and what you're brilliant at. I don't think it's about the kids. I think that's like you're grieving that version of you, not them. Arguably.
I told you last night that I did some
You
research.
did, and then you said you weren't going to tell me. We were going to save it for the pod.
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I do.
So I did some research on why it might be, because I genuinely was like, I really feel this is quite extreme. Like,
Yeah,
I know people lament their children's childhood, but
That's my feeling is, and it's not, I'm not trying to be awful at all, but my feeling is that this is more than just, I'm struggling with my kids growing up. This feels like there's something deeper, more maybe childhoody going on.
Right, okay. She's
She's
done enough therapy to
I feel like
know.
this is inner child shit.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so so I looked it up. I found this article, and it said, I'll read it word for word. Often women are very nostalgic for the time that the kids were young because they feel like this was the prime of their adult life, which is something I'd already kind of thought anyway. From the time a woman is a girl, she often thinks about getting married and having kids as being her real life or her calling. And this is amplified in the case that a woman is an adult child of a dysfunctional family. Often I tell, this is the therapist, often little girls tell themselves that they will be much different mothers than the one they had. And they build their whole life. Around this idea. Sorry. No, I'm not going to cry. When this time is over, it can feel like a deep grief for a time that they've felt fulfilled and like they were finally healing their own childhood wounds via parenting their own kids differently. And that for me, when I read that, was just such a massive light bulb moment. And this is if my mum sees this, is no reflection on her, because we're all just doing our best, and I'm doing my best. She's doing her best. My dad did everybody,
Everybody did the best with the tools that they had.
Right, but it kind of is like, this is why I think therapy is so amazing. Do you know what I mean? And I just like, it was a real wow. Okay, and it just, I think it's been very much about me healing that and trying to prove something. And I've said to you in the past, I feel like it's the only thing I've ever really been good at. So yes, in going back to what you said, there is an element of like, what now? What the fuck now? But I had some really lovely, I tried to talk about this on my Instagram, and I wore waterproof mascara this time, guys, don't worry. But I got some really lovely feedback. And the hairspray face, yeah. So can I share with you? I got so many, and can I just say thank you to everybody, because I didn't ask for your stories, I asked for your advice. And
but this is what I want to say. I think let's not ask for advice.
Right, okay, but
Let's
it's...
always ask for stories, because I fucking live my life with the belief that it is sharing our stories that heals and brings connection, because that's what we're not doing. We're so often scared of being vulnerable and
Yeah.
telling our own story. We're very quick to be able to give advice. I don't want advice. I don't need to fix it. Like, we'll figure out a way. But what I need is
Yeah.
to know I'm not.
Well,
I'm
this
not
is
the
the
only
thing,
one.
but I said
That's
this, I
it.
feel like I'm the only one. But if you have been
you're never
through
the
this,
only one.
exactly, like what would you say
Yeah.
to someone who's feeling like me? But actually what came back was so many people saying, I feel the same. Lacey said, I feel the same. The time goes so fast. My youngest is now 14 and pulling away from me, and it's really sad. I feel myself welling up at the littlest things, memories that come up on on Facebook, or an old scooter in the shed, once adored DVDs in the cupboard that have been long forgotten. Oh my God, I'm the same. Wellies.
Who still has DVDs?
Wellies that are long grown out of. The local... This is why Lacey and I think, are on the same page. The local playground was given a facelift last year. I felt ridiculously devastated when the old equipment that my kids spent most of their weekends on when they were little was removed. I get that. Do you think we're mad?
I do think the playground thing is a bit mad.
I wonder if any of these women have had that kind of upbringing, that kind of childhood experience that I had. So, going back to what the therapist said, I wonder. Guys, as I say, I'm really sorry I couldn't read all of these out. There were so many, and I'm so grateful. Grace, happy little eaters, thank you for this. I hear you. The only way I can currently deal with this is to think I want them to grow up. Many parents don't get that privilege, so I must remember that. It's okay not to make the most of every day, but I hear you. It's a horrible, panicky feeling for me, which actually, I know you say no advice, but that really helped for me. It's like,
Well, yeah,
wow.
it's like that thing that's like, you want them to grow up, but focus on what we've got now rather than nostalgia. Being nostalgic about what was traditionally. Yes, it was great and they were beautiful, but they are designed to be beautiful because it's actually really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like it is hard, and some people find it easier than others. But this is them growing up is my biggest privilege. Like, watching them turn into these amazing human beings.
Yeah.
That's what I focus on. And I do get the nostalgia for that bit, like I do, but not. I think maybe it's because of the sobriety thing and recovery and all this bit. I acknowledge the past, but I can't be driven by it. So maybe that's what it is. But I love this. I love that they're growing up.
Yeah. This is really helping talking about it, actually. Gemma Pepper, she said...
Gemma Pepper, what a cracking name.
And what a honestly, I love her, follow her account. And she has got such a great relationship with her daughter, her eldest. They go to festivals together. Then she's got her little boy.
I knew somebody who's a comedian once, did a song about a Greek mermaid, I think, but she was called Pippa Papadopoulos.
That's amazing.
Pippa Papadopoulos.
Gemma says, find the magic you can share together. Music has got us through festivals, being together, sharing music, the nighttime tent chats, gigs too. For over a good 3 years in 1975 was the only thing me and Holly, this is her eldest, bonded over. And just now the same for Will and Oscar. Our shared experience of euphoric joy just makes spending time together precious, and them growing up not so lonely. I do get really excited about going to concerts now with the girls and doing stuff like that.
Going shopping with them and doing all of that stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going to get those things. Yes.
And never going to get those things again.
You're never going to get those things again.
They want to go to concert with me when they're
They are not going to want to do that.
No. I will make them. Julie says, I 1,000% get it. As soon as you said the words, I was like, pass the tissues. For this reason, I can't sort out the huge boxes of old photos because seeing the kids little makes me cry. I miss them so much. How can you miss someone you see all the time? She said, lucky to have them all nearby so much. Deborah said, savour every moment. I'm 57, 4 kids, eldest is 28, youngest is 20, and I ache for those times when they all lived at home. Be in the now. You will have plenty of time to be sad when they're gone. However, do not despair because the relationship I have with them all now is fabulous. I just miss them. I went back to work. I've done a professional qualification. I have a great life. I do feel your pain. Live in the now and don't dwell on what's coming and what's gone. And thank you for all the lovely things you said about my kids and my husband and my page. I'm not going to read those out. Eva.
She'll tell me later, though. Don't worry.
I will. I'm going to frame it. Hey, Emma, first of all, I feel you. My kids are 17 and 19 now. The older ones just finished school and will be off to Canada. The older ones just finished school and will be off to Canada for the next coming months, which leaves me excited and a bit scared. I'm not really sure if this is an advice, but when I first felt my kids were really growing up, must have been when they were around 12 and 14, so it's a similar time. It felt like being lovesick. I was a single mum for most of the time. We were really close-knit. And to me, they went their own ways all of a sudden. And of course, even more when they grow older. I felt so lonely. On the other hand, I saw what genuinely great people they've become. It's so lovely, this, isn't it? And these
That's it.
lovely
It's
messages.
like I don't know. I saw Tina Fey on Jimmy Fallon, and she was like, you know, having a teenager is like having like a high school crush. And she's like, you walk into their room, you sort of knock, and you're like, hi. You know, a few of us are just gonna like watch a movie. I don't know if you feel. Oh no, okay, fine. And it is like that, isn't it? You know, and I just think it's really interesting that obviously this is a thing, and I do get it. I think that I always, if you're feeling something, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's you, not you're the problem. It's you, because it's not. But it's like, don't have another baby.
No.
Because these are the feelings that you're having.
Yeah.
Like, these are not the same feelings that you were having when you first chose to have a baby. That's not that broodiness.
No.
It's a different kind of broodiness.
Different. But I like how she describes it of like lovesick.
Yes, it is that.
Yeah.
And it is that. But it's like, this is what I want. It's like, we have to take responsibility for these feelings. Because I think that some parents are guilty of like sort of holding on to their kids.
Right.
A little bit. And it's like, you have to let them go.
Yeah.
Not let them go, but like you have to let that space increase a little
Yes.
bit. And if you're feeling uncomfortable about that, that's on you to fucking figure out.
Yeah.
It's not on them to make you feel better about that. And so it's I get it, but I think, you know, the empty nesting thing, Jimmy and I have started a list of all the things we're going to do when the kids have gone.
Ooh,
So
that's a
like
good
hike
idea.
the Appalachian Trail.
But
We
aren't you
wanna-
going to be really old and like...
No, not. No, that's why I'm
Creaky.
working so hard to get a body.
Right.
Also, I'm not that old. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm a lot
like,
older
I'm going to
than
be
you,
in my
aren't I?
mid-50s.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Like,
Really?
10 years' time, Billy will be 18.
Okay.
No, she won't. She'll be 20. One. How old is she? I'm like, you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm growing up. I'm like, oh, mine? What's their age? She'll be 21. Billy Bo will be 18, 19.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm like mid-50s. I'm hopefully not creaky.
Okay.
Hike the Appalachian Trail.
What else are you going to do?
We're gonna do the van thing, travel around.
Yeah.
Love that. We want to go to India.
Nice. Do you want to talk to Johnny about it?
No, I actually don't really want to go to India, but Jimmy does, so I had to put it on the fucking list.
Okay.
Nothing against India at all, but like of all the things that I could do,
Yeah.
it's not my top 3.
Okay.
I'm a bit scared of the jelly belly.
We'll just send him off with Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny-
Or just have
Johnny
dinner
and
with
Jimmy
Johnny
on
and he
tour.
can tell me all about it, and it'll be like it'll be like I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a few other things as well, like, you know, start a business together and do all of that, but which probably is a terrible idea on reflection. But yeah, I think that it's all right to feel these feelings, but I think we can be guilty of trying to get our kids to fix them for us or to make us feel better about them. And actually, we need to let them go and deal with our own fucking feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. What I love is that she goes on to kind of say in this email that she, you know, kind of the mixture of sadness and pride really stuck with her for a few months after, like, and then slowly but surely she started to feel excited about getting this freedom back. And then she said it took more alone time, more time with friends. I fell in love.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was becoming myself again, but like a really cool version of myself, she said. So life with the kids is a lot different now. It's like living with great friends who rarely do their laundry. Feeling lovesick was replaced by feeling proud. I am now excited about what lies ahead, not only for my kids, but also for me.
Yeah.
Giving ourselves space, like you said, was the right thing for us. Sorry for the long message, but it just felt so familiar. All the best for you. Hugs from Munich.
And
So
it's
thank
our
you for that.
responsibility as they grow. It's our responsibility to get ourselves to grow as well.
Yeah.
Right. We can't just expect everything to stay the same. So that growth is really important. But it's funny you say that about adult-child of dysfunctional relationships. There's a 12-step program called ACA, which is Adult Children of Alcoholics. And funnily enough, most of them are also double fisters and are in AA as well, because it's obviously quite hereditary and it's learnt behaviour. And so a lot of people who are alcoholics often have alcoholic parents.
Right.
But Adult Children of Alcoholics is a very similar thing. It's about dealing with those feelings, understanding where they come from. And it's not necessarily about fixing it, but it's about allowing yourself to feel those feelings without feeling the need to fix them.
Yeah.
Like, just to be like, this is normal. This is a grief. I mean, I
Yes.
feel like you are preempting the grief a little bit.
Am I? Or am I? Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, Barley's how old?
9.
She's 9 years old.
No.
I know it is the baby thing that you miss, so maybe I get that. But it is a grief, and I think that needs to be acknowledged, and that is a real thing.
Yeah.
But you have to work your way through that. You know, it's like, accept it, this is hard.
Yeah.
But it isn't that you want another baby. It is that, like, what is the actual problem? It's not that you want another baby. That's like a little distraction, like, oh, I want a little one. Actually, your feeling is grief of that period that's gone.
Yeah.
And that's really normal. You can't not feel that grief.
Yeah.
But you just have to see it for what it is and work through it, like she did at the end. Like, she's like, and it takes time and you work through it, and then you find your feet and you fall in love and you get great friends and all the rest of it. So, you know, I get it.
Okay. All right.
I think, you know,
It does just see, and I honestly,
maybe some therapy as well.
I'm thinking now, and that there might be
I
a
think.
thing.
Listen, have you ever done therapy?
Yeah, but not for this.
I think do therapy. Well, I mean, do therapy. I think that'd be great.
What do you think would be a good kind of therapy to do for this?
Talking therapy.
Just okay.
I think
Someone
so.
that specialises in.
Also, there's a thing called EDMR or EMDR or
Is that the thing with the
ERMD.
lights?
No.
Oh.
I did it once because basically it's inner child work, but they take you back to your inner child. I was like, I'm not doing this. This is really fucking woo-woo and vagina whispery. But I did it because I paid for the session. And basically they do this thing, it's a bit tapping, but then you go back to the point of your childhood which you remember as being really traumatic. And I remember being in a school corridor and having forgotten my maths homework for the 5th time in a row or something. And the head teacher put me in the middle of the corridor, went up and down, opened all the doors to the classroom so that everybody could hear. And
Did
then
this really happen?
This really happened. And then screamed at me for being useless and forgetful and disorganised and all of this stuff. Obviously, it was undiagnosed ADHD, which nobody gave a shit about then, but that's what that was. So she was like, you go back to that. So they do this thing where they're tapping, they put you into a
I
place.
think my friend's doing this.
And then you go back to that little girl, but you're standing there as an adult and you tell her that it's okay. Oh, now you might make me cry. What? And you give her a hug and you tell her it's okay. And that is really wild because I did not have any... Look, I've given myself goosebumps.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
But it was really, really helpful.
It did help.
It was really helpful. Well, because I think mostly it just gives you a chance to acknowledge a situation through a different lens. So like that situation was always shame and fear, but now it's like compassion and kindness. And so I think that you start to feel differently about that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely therapy for this is really, you don't want to struggle with it. And you are struggling.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you and I have talked and you're tearful and you're talking craziness about whether you're having another fucking baby. Get yourself into a therapy session, babe.
I mean, it's that or a time machine, isn't it, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, the reality is you're not having another baby.
Okay.
That's not happening. So you need to figure out what's really going on. And sometimes therapy, it's just a great space to have those feelings validated.
Yeah.
And they'll give you some tools and just unpick it and you'll be able to talk about the childhood thing. Because you need to tie it all in.
Thanks, Kat.
Join the fucking dots.
Thank you so much. You're so great. I love doing this with you. As always, if you want to have your say or share your stories on any of the topics, you know, your experience, your wisdom, on anything that we cover on the podcast.
With those topics now at this point, I feel
Yeah.
a bit like we're doing that supermarket game, which is like, I went to the supermarket, I bought an apple. I went to the supermarket, I bought an apple and a pair of bananas and a banana. And I feel like, what are our topics? Well, topic 1 was... something. What was it?
Friends
who hate your
but
boyfriend.
it could be anything from the past. People might be joining from season.
It's true.
2,
Anything at
season
all.
1.
Anything at all.
Probably not, because that was you on your own. They're probably here from season 2. Yeah, no,
We've got our own secret side WhatsApp for that one.
What do you mean?
Oh, look at her face.
Who's we?
Or just me and all my season 1 fans. All 3 of them. And my dad.
If you would like to...
Not my dad. He doesn't know how to listen to a podcast.
If you would like to email us with anything, then you can at your Okay, never the only one at gmail.com.
That's YOURE.
Actually, we've got it
Oh,
here
look.
now.
But there's no apostrophe in the.
And also, if you're listening, you can't see what we're pointing out, which is our neon sign. That's
did we
got
mention
us
we got a new neon sign?
very hot around the collar. So you're never the only one at gmail.com, or you can send us a message or a voice note. I'd love some more voice notes.
We'd love some more voice notes. Let us know, because actually podcast is all about you guys. It only really works when you guys get involved. Those messages were wonderful. We love the voice notes. Keep them under 90 seconds, because otherwise it's just, not that you're boring, but
so
like
strict, isn't she?
I know, but nobody wants to listen. Just keep it concise.
Okay, all right. The number is 07457 402 704. My aim is to try and remember that by the end of this season.
I figured it out last season. I forgot it this season. I'm going to
makes
learn
me
it
feel
all
better.
over again now.
Or you can DM us as well at Instagram at You're Never the Only One. And with that, we are done for this week. I feel like I've actually been in a therapy session.
It's very true.
Yeah. We'll be back next week. Kat's taking the lead on the topic. You're in the driving seat. What are you going to be talking about
Well,
next
do you know
episode?
what? We're going to talk about the thing that I end up talking about with everybody all the time, which is you're never the only one who wants to leave London to move to the country, but can't seem to do it and is scared to do it and doesn't know why.
Okay, so based on the conversation we had this morning where I went, I love waking up at mine. I look out the window and there's about like 6 bunnies just out in my garden.
And Kira was like, we're currently looking at the magpies and the squirrels and the gorgeous pool and the big lawn, vast lawn and all the rest of it.
What do you wake up to, Kat?
6 discarded Sam's chicken wrappers and a couple of syringes and a fox shit.
And there's your answer. Oh dear.
So any chats on the country, whether we should leave, who's struggling, whether you did it or you came back, whether you did it and you loved it, you never looked back. We want to know everything about should we leave the city to move to the country. And with that, we will see you or hear you, or you'll hear us next week.
Bye.
You're Never the Only One is written and presented by Kat Sims and Emma Nicolay and produced by Radiant Management. Executive producers are Katie Ray and Parami Kodikara. Podcast operations are managed by Shell Regini, who also expertly takes care of the podcast social media. And our theme tune, Everybody Makes Mistakes, is written and performed by the band Hot Salad.
Everything's okay. Picking up for everyone else each and every day. When it feels that there's nothing left for you to spend on you, you're allowed to be happy too.